now well into the summer. Things are heating up in the weekend. Now we have to really be vigilant and aware, especially because our area is starting to brown out.
Absolutely. With this heat comes, fire danger, excuse me. So we got to be really, really careful out there and do whatever we can to stay safe and make sure we're not adding, to the fire danger out there. But let's take a look at what's going on at Domenico's on the Wharf. We have a little bit going on there, actually. I love this. So it looks like there's actually some otters hanging out over here, as you could see. Don't think it's the Santa Cruz Sea Otter, but maybe you never know. You got two boats hanging out over here. I love when we have things going on the Domenico's camera, and we have that fog and low clouds hanging out a little bit. And let's see what those clouds will be doing the rest of the day, but take one last look at those otters. So cool. Now let's take a look at our futurecast. Looking at those clouds, the clouds will start moving a little bit downward and clearing of the coast a little bit. And as we go into the afternoon, those clouds will start to go into the valley a little bit in the Watsonville area, covering the Monterey Peninsula with pockets of sunshine in the Santa Cruz coast. And as we go overnight into tomorrow, those clouds will start to move into the valley, moving into Salinas Valley, covering the Salinas and Watsonville area along with the Monterey Peninsula. But now let's take a look at our current temperatures. Looking at our temperatures for today and tonight, we'll be looking at temperatures in Santa Cruz. Our highs are going to be in the mid to high 70s and our lows are going to be in the mid 50s. And as you move into the Santa Cruz mountain ranges, that's where things are going to start getting much warmer. We'll be looking at a high of 96 degrees up in Boulder Creek and lows 57 degrees in Boulder Creek. And also the highs and lows will be similar throughout in the Santa Cruz mountain ranges, but getting cooler as we get closer to the coast. Now let's take a look at our temperatures going from Aptos to the marina. Going from Aptos to marina, we're going to be looking at temperatures getting a lot cooler as we go down the coast. Looking at temperatures anywhere in our low 70s to mid 70s for those highs, going all the way down to the mid 60s, and those lows being anywhere in the mid 50s. And as you move inland, things are going to start getting a bit warmer. Looking at 97 degrees as that high in Morgan Hill. That is really hot, with 60 degrees as that low. And if you want to keep cool, I suggest heading to the peninsula. That's where things are going to be a lot cooler. Looking at temperatures across the board in the low to mid 60s for those highs, in the mid 50s to low 50s for those lows. So if you want to beat the heat, go out to the peninsula. Now let's take a look at our temperatures going from Big Sur Coast to Carmel Valley, going all the way into the Salinas Valley, where it's going to get a lot warmer. Starting at the Big Sur Coast, we're looking at a nice temperature high of 75 degrees and a low 66 degrees. And in Carmel Valley, that's where things are going to start getting a little bit warmer with that high of 80 degrees, and that low is actually going to be a little bit cooler with a low of 61 degrees. And as we move into the Salinas Valley, things start getting warmer, hitting up to 93 degrees in King City with a low of 60, and we will be hitting triple digits, and not just low triple digits, but somewhat higher triple digits, hitting 106 degrees as that high in the Parkfield and Bradley areas inland. In San Antonio Valley, we'll be hitting 107 degrees, with those lows being in the mid 60s. Now let's take a look at our 7-day forecast, looking at the coastal areas. We're looking at temperatures anywhere from the mid 60s going all the way up to the higher 60s by the weekend. We'll have some cloud coverage over the weekend with some sun peeking through those clouds, as you can see, with a little bit of wind. And we'll have our temperatures in the coastal areas and those lows being anywhere in the lower 50s up to the higher 50s. And for our inland areas, we'll be looking at temperatures rising all the way up to 96 degrees by Saturday, and those highs and those lows being anywhere in the low 50s going all the way up to the mid 60s.